You don't need a server rack just to run Plex, back up your files, or even a Homelab anymore. The Zimablade is a compact mini computer that can handle multiple systems and fits in the palm of your hand. Inside, you get the Zimablade, RAM, and power adapter. There's a NAS kit that you could order with the Zimablade that can accommodate two 3.5-inch hard drives. This unit comes with a 4-core processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard memory, and for the ports, on one side you have two SATA ports and a small connector that powers the hard drives. Then on the other side, you have a USB-C, USB-A, mini DisplayPort, and 1 gig Ethernet port. Then on the bottom side, you have a PCIe 2.0x4 slot that you could use for a video card or an adapter for a 10 gig NIC. If you wanted to purchase one for yourself, I have a discount code that I could show you at the end of the video so you could save some money. The team at 𝗛𝘀𝗵𝘁 did send this unit to me for free to test and review, and all they said in the email is to play around with it and show how I'd use it. So you have my unbiased opinion when I review this device. Before you plug it in, make sure to open the Zimablade by prying up the black plastic on the sides, then unscrew the two bolts holding the clear plastic cover, which reveals the RAM slot. All you would need to do is slide the RAM stick in with a notch on the left side and press down firmly until you hear 2 clicks. Once you have that attached, reassemble everything back together and you should be able to plug in your Zimablade into power using the adapter provided. Then connect the mini display into your monitor or an Ethernet to find it on your local network. You might be wondering, why would you need a device like this and how can it even benefit you? Well, if you wanted to back up data to your own server, you could easily plug in over 30 terabytes of storage into this device, and you could use it as a backup storage solution to offload all your photos and videos from your phone and computer. Or if you wanted a way to stream movies and TV shows, you could easily set up Plex or Jellyfin and have it tucked away behind a desk or a switch. You could also run a Homelab or a Docker server from this device, but you will be limited with your CPU cores. You could spin up 3 or 4 lightweight servers before you max out the CPU. This device was more designed to replace your Raspberry Pi with way more power, but it isn't meant to replace your gaming or server PC by any means. After plugging in the Zimablade, the fastest way to find it using Ethernet is to go to your browser and type in casaos.local. Then after you make a username and password, you will be brought to CasaOS, which is a lightweight version of Linux. You're greeted with a home page where you can view system status like CPU, RAM, and storage. You also have an app store that you could download any type of apps that you might use in your environment. To the left, you'll find your account and settings where you can change your search engine, language, web ports, as well as wallpapers, and view if you're currently up to date, as well as restarting and shutting down. You also have the ability to add a customized app or external link by clicking the plus icon. It gives you the option to add a Docker image, which you can then set up different attributes to create an app that you need. You could also assign different privileges to the memory and the CPU for each app. I started off by downloading Home Assistant. You could click Start Installation and it'll start downloading and installing the app. I also installed WireGuard so I could VPN into this device from outside my LAN. And I also installed SyncThing, where you can sync specific files from your computer and it will automatically sync to the server. This can help you back up files on your Mac or Windows computer without worrying about manually uploading files to the server. I was very surprised on how easy it was to set this device up and get going. If you wanted to, you could drag and drop files as you need into the CasaOS file system and it'll upload right away. The Blade has a great UI that is very similar to Synology's Disk Station Manager, but it allows you to download any app without any limitation of being locked in into one ecosystem. I'll be mostly using this blade to replace my Home Assistant and backups for my phone. I did connect a 6TB hard drive into the blade to get extra storage for all my files and photos. It was very easy to set up. You also have the option to merge it with the operating system if you wanted to, or make it a separate drive. Then all that's left to do is to format, then set up the new hard drive. As of recording this video, the Zimablade 3760 costs about $69, which is the dual core variant, and the Zimablade 7700 costs $119 with the 4-core variant. Icewhale also noted that if you wanted to buy your Zimablade for the first time to test out and use, you can use my code peak_tech_15 for $15 off. The Blade is a great device if you're in the market for something a bit better than the Raspberry Pi, giving you the freedom to install any operating system, integrated in open source apps, or if you wanted a small device that could run Minecraft server, you could do that as well. But keep in mind, you do have the limitations on how much you can allocate different VMs before you run out of CPU or RAM. If you watched till the end of the video, consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. And a future video, I'll be showing off the Zima board too. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.